How are you doing, guys? ZedEye here. So today I definitely wanted to touch on this subject regarding of a very recent rumors of Assassin's Creed Black Flag that it's actually getting a remake. Now, I want to actually discuss regarding this as well, since Ubisoft actually has 11 Assassin's Creed projects in works in some way or another, in some ways of different types and different degrees of the development. I will get into all of them as well, but first of all, I wanted to discuss about this, man. Like, what is going on with this? Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Really? A remake? Is it necessary? That's the big question. Now, the thing is that since this game came out back in 2013, that already makes this game almost a decade-year old, and we're still should not expect this game coming out anytime soon. That is, of course, if this rumor is true. And yet, this is coming from Kotaku, this information, and they simply claiming that this is a real deal and it's very, very early in the development. And even though Skull and Bones did not yet release, we don't even know the confirmed release date for it. It's insane, and it's just like one thing after another, and yet it just makes it interesting to see where is Assassin's Creed 1 Remake, because we did hear some rumblings regarding that as well. So maybe there's a possibility that within those 11 titles of an Assassin's Creed, maybe Assassin's Creed 1 Remake is also in the development somewhere there under some sort of a code name. I'll get into those Assassin's Creeds. In fact, let's get into them right now, right? So we know that Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming, and it's coming on October the 12th, 2023. It's quite, relative short wait time, thankfully, and I'm definitely going to be picking it up, enjoying it for myself. Then we're also getting Assassin's Creed Nexus. It's a VR title, and it's in production, and will be coming out sometime in 2023. And then also we're getting Assassin's Creed codename Jade. It's a mobile title, and it's expected sometime in 2023 as well. So these were all the 2023 Assassin's Creed games. Now we're getting 2024. Now, Assassin's Creed codename Red is a big RPG single player. It's in productions, and it's expected to be coming out sometime in 2024. That's what the sources suggests. Now, if it does come out 2024, we don't know. It's possible it could get pushed to 2025 as well. Personally, this is my most anticipated Assassin's Creed codename Red, based in Japan. I'm definitely looking forward to this the most. Assassin's Creed codename Hexi is once again a big Assassin's Creed game, single player. It's in pre-production phases. It's expected sometime in 2025, maybe even 2026 if it goes well, of course, if there's no delays. And it's going to be a big title again, based in witchcraft and witches, based in Germany. I assume so, of course, in Europe anyway. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this title will perform, how this actually will be a step kind of direction will it go. So, Assassin's Creed codename Victus is a multiplayer Assassin's Creed game. It's in pre-production, and it's also expected sometime in 2025-2026. We don't know much about it, but only just speculating we can do. That's it. But let's continue on. Assassin's Creed codenamed Nebula. It's a single-player concept and it's in a prototype. It's currently unknown when it will be coming out. Assassin's Creed codenamed Raid. It's a multiplayer concept and the prototype phases is also unknown when it's coming out. Then we're getting into the Assassin's Creed codename Echoes. It's a multiplayer concept as well as a prototype phases, and yet again it is unknown when it will be released. Assassin's Creed Nexus 2, it's a VR title being discussed internally. It could get delayed. I think that they're waiting for the reception on the first Nexus VR game and see if it will perform well or not. If it doesn't, then I think they're gonna cancel this. Maybe, possibility. We don't know, of course, when this will be coming out, since it hasn't even begun. With its development. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake, single player, of course, just been greenlit. Again, we do not know when it's going to be coming out. There are expectations that it will take yet another few additional years. So if I would have to, bet, I'll say that Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake will come out after Hexi. So that will be 2026 at the earliest, I'll say. And that means that it would be in the development around, give or take, 3 years. And I think that would be plenty for a remake, but also that really depends on the studio who is the one that are going to be remaking this. And in the article, it's been mentioned that Black Flag Remake is being worked on by Ubisoft Singapore and will not be completed for at least another few years. This is interesting because Ubisoft Singapore are also the ones that are making the Skull and Bones. I actually like this because they are very familiar, well, they are actually mainly do kind of physics within the ocean and beauty of it as well, like the naval combat basically. And if they're the ones making this, I think it's actually good news. But I believe that just one studio is not enough to make this sort of game to be a fantastic implementation or a remake, right? But maybe it's also because that's when we'll be expecting in 2026, as I say, because one studio is working on this, and even though it's a remake, it will be an easier step to do than actually a completely brand new game, because, even though it is based on Assassin's Creed, but a remake is still going to be easier to do because you already have a concept, right? You already have the first game that came out in 2013, and so when you're remaking this, perhaps they'll come out in 2023. They could celebrate the 13th anniversary, 14th anniversary, depends again when they want to release this, and genuinely that would be interesting. Look guys, my thoughts. I am very much looking forward to this Black Flag remake, but personally I think it would have been better to remake first the Assassin's Creed 1 and then, see the reception, see how it goes or performs, even if it does poorly, continue on and remake, I should say, Black Flag as well. And in this case, because actually guys, if you did not know, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is actually titled of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So they could get rid of the number 4 and say maybe Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake, or perhaps just simply call it as Assassin's Creed Black Flag. There's some speculations as well how much of a departure will it be from the original. And I would say that this is going to be a true kind of remake that you should expect. Something similar to The Last of Us Part 1 from The Last of Us Remastered. So don't expect big giant differences compared to what you already have played. But also, improving the resolution, the quality, performance, and few of the quality of life improvements as well. I think it definitely will be a big step up and a necessary step up for this title, because Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a beloved Assassin's Creed game, and perhaps it's the highest point that Assassin's Creed in general has went to. And now, of course, it's subjective kind of thinking as well, but also it's my opinion, right? And I think that from the originals, if we're strictly talking about the original Assassin's Creed titles, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is perhaps the number 1, perhaps. Now, I'm sure a lot of people will not agree with me here because nostalgia really is, well, this can be speaking about that, right? Nostalgia is going to be theirs. Everybody's going to say Assassin's Creed 2 is the best, Assassin's Creed 3 is the best, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is the best, but in all, concept and all of the thinking, would be necessary, actually, Assassin's Creed Black Flag was the biggest step up from all the Assassin's Creeds from the originals I'm talking about. But now, since the RPG phases with the Origins, Valhalla, and Odyssey, well, I personally think that Origins is the best Assassin's Creed, personally for me, out of these 3. And of course, yet I do not know what to make out of the, Mirage, if that will actually be up to the degree of similar Assassin's Creed, the originals that were or were not. I don't know. We have to wait and see for that, of course. Alright guys, that's along with it. I have a little bit, sort of like a discussion regarding this. This genuinely is interesting. Alright, like and subscribe. See you guys all later, and have a wonderful day.